Hey DJ Rabid, spin
Let's get rolling.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak mind. Think and stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these f***ing clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these f***ing clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Okay, Avian's looking pretty good with the difficulty drop. Ghost Rider, not too bad. More profitable than Yada at the moment. Monero X, Monero's not looking too good. Oh, hey guys, what's going on and welcome. I was just playing with what to mine for CPU miners. That's going to be releasing in the beta soon. There's a quick little glimpse. So what's going on, everyone? How's it going? It is Saturday. Few things to talk about. Well, what's going on? Welcome, Jared Folder. Well, it's a few of you guys here today. I guess we're talking about this shadow merge operation. If you're unfamiliar with that is, let's take a look at the poll. 14% of you said yes, you know what the shadow merge is. 40% said no, and 46% is like, what? Shadow merge? What are we talking about? So yeah, very interesting. A shadow merge is honestly exactly what it sounds like. It's a merge that no one's going to know about it when it happens. Nobody. It just happens. So I'll get into more detail on that. It's more on the dual chain, you know, the split chain there where they're going to have POS running alongside proof of work. So mining and proof of stake running together at the exact same time. And they're going to be turning off POW and turning on POS back and forth with each other. And you don't even know it. It's happening right now. So this may affect profitability. I don't really know, but it's like the last stage of their testing. They're testing on mainnet, allegedly. I can't find the article now. I read about it last night. It popped up on my phone. I was doing it. So they're either starting it very soon or they already are about to implement it. So that's pretty much what it is. Two chains running, and to do the last minute tests on it, they're going to be swapping back and forth between the two. So we're going to be looking at it a little bit here. Testing proof of work versus merge. Yeah, exactly. At the exact same time. So we're going to be mining and we might not be minting any blocks because the POS side may be doing it. But no one's going to know about it. So I don't know. And we know BBT talked a little bit about this, you know, freezing the code when everything's ready and yada and stuff like that. I don't really know the full details on it, but maybe they won't even do that. Maybe they'll just flip the switch and you know what? We're ready. We're ready. Everything looked good in our little merge shadow merging action. So we're just going to do it. So I don't know. It looks like POS is maybe on track for June. It could happen anytime. Again, I don't think it will, but it could. But there's some stuff I want to look into. I got a video that I recorded. I've been talking about in past streams for the past little while. I did play it, you know, about a month ago. It's back from February 28th where they're talking about things like this. So I was going through before the stream some time clips on it. So I got a few clips we're going to play out of that based on what are all the devs. Now, by the devs, I don't mean the Ethereum core devs themselves, because it does sound like as Ethereum devs themselves, POS is ready. Now, again, I always tell you guys, don't listen to what the devs say. They can tell us whatever. They're never going to give us a precise date, but it sounds like everything is working on Ethereum's dev side. It's all the other guys that are working. As you know, there's like 6 to 9 developers on the Ethereum chain. So by that, I mean like that's the Prism, Geth, you know, all the other people that are building on Ethereum where there were issues being caused. So on Ethereum's dev side, it seems like everything's pretty much ready, but on the actual people building off Ethereum, they're the guys having the bugs. So we're going to see what happens, but we're going to kind of look into more on this in a second here. But we're going to do a quick roll call. We got Mike Baldwin, Tricky Mick Mining, Ogre MGTOW, Gregory, Sheldon Irving, Justin K, Sheldon Irving again, Ricardo Polero, Jared Killifish. Oh my gosh, so many people. All of a sudden, Nessa 66, Trick Mount, Rickard, D-Man, Kill, Mike. Oh, repeating all over again. Oh, you guys are just talking like crazy. Funwiser, what's happening? Red Pots, Mike Baldwin, Mano Miner, what's happening? Niels, K-Spec 2001. Okay, we're skipping. Techman Ty, what's going on? Yanis Abries. If I miss anyone, I apologize 100% in advance. Cryptotonic Nico. Rud Putz, Dave Collins, MC, what's going on? Yes, live chat sucks on mobile. It's horrible. You can't tag anybody. You can't do anything. It's just bad. Okay, my best friend, what's going on? What's happening to my best friend? Machine Man 710, John Lemon, Mike. We've said Mike Baldwin 1,000 times. Titan Nightmare, Robert Evo. Oh my gosh, and it just jumps. I saw Kim Geno or something, and then it jumped. And Big Irish Crypto, David B, Bella James. Welco, AG 2001, Sheldon Irving. Okay, what's going on, everyone? Did I get my A2000s yet? No, I haven't. There's a funny story on that. Ask me later on the stream. We'll talk about that and so on. I don't see Stidgy here. Stidgy, where are you? Oh my gosh, Stidgy is not here. Maybe he'll watch the stream later, but he's been asking to see a homemade burger forever. I finally have one, and I'm going to show it to him, and he's not even here. So hopefully he shows up and watches this later. I don't know, but let's just show you guys right now what this is. It's all made up, all pretty. You know, the wife really did outdone herself here. But here we are. Look at this. Look at this. Stidgy wanted a homemade hamburger. And look, we got pickles. We didn't have any tomatoes, so we apologize on that. We got the cheese melted. We got the macaroni salad, lettuce. Like, come on. And Stidgy's not here. Where is Stidgy? We had this all together for him. I went to town, like, 3-4 days ago for this. Ended up getting sick from going to town to get the right stuff. And then this all got put together, and he's not here right now. So, yeah. But we did it. He's been asking it for weeks now, and we just had to show him this food. So he wanted it. And yes, you know, there's some RAM over there. Got a RevTech board. We have these new stands still. I still didn't put these on my rigs, but these stands are awesome. For CPU mining rigs, you know, you can fit so many in a space. It takes very, very little space now, and you can stack a lot on a rack. So we're going to be doing an upgrade on those pretty soon. We used to use those little white stands, as you can see over there, but now we're utilizing those bad boys. And they got slots in the side to screw your SSD drive if you use that. Obviously, I'm using M2 on this one, but if you did have an SSD, it'll screw in right to the side of the bracket there. So absolutely awesome stands right there. Anyway, so there we have that. Stidgy's not here. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Burgers and hash. Yeah. Anyway, how do you do the board versus older mine? How do you like the board versus older mining boards? Well, the mining boards are made for, GPUs, and ultimately, you know, you can fit 12 to 19 depending on them. The PCI Express lanes. Now, the mining boards like the B250 and stuff, they can fit like 19 GPUs, but 6 or 7 of them do have to be mining specific cards because they don't have video display, so they don't require those extra PCI Express lanes like normal ones. That's why you do have to utilize specific mining cards like P104s and stuff like that on them. But I want to jump into kind of what I was talking about here. So I'm going to open up this. This is what I did record a while back at their show, and I just want to review some clips. And the shadow merge is right here at 5:14. Remember, I was writing all this down to find the right timestamps. Let's just find kind of 5:14 somewhere. Where is it? No. 5:14. Back a bit. So pause. Just a screen for you guys. Now you guys can. Is that a good one? Maybe this one's better. Not really. I guess we'll have to go full screen, I guess. We'll go full screen on this and just kind of listen. So this is the shadow merge right here is what they're talking about. They don't name it shadow merge at this point in time, but they're talking about the split chain. And this is what they're either going to be start doing this like anytime now, or maybe they already have. I don't know for sure. I got to go over the article again. Once I do find it, I will do a dedicated video here very soon when I get all the information together. But here is the shadow merge and what they're talking about here.
Parallel chains for a while. Like, I mean, what does that look like in practice? How long? Like, how many months does this take to get everybody to the new chain?
Yeah, well, so the way it works, right, is that we will have a proof of work chain and a proof of stake chain. And so we have like the mainnet proof of stake chain with the beacon chain. And then there'll be, well, there are also proof of stake test nets. There are also proof of work test nets. And I guess when I'm talking about these testing environments, this is what I mean is that we can basically do some like, dry runs ahead of actual mainnet merge. And those will happen, those are ongoing and they'll be happening, with sort of more seriousness in the coming months, like 1 to 2 months, like soon, TM.
Well, and the entire idea of the merge is that we've taken the beacon chain software, we've taken like the ETH1 software, Geth type software, and the solution that we have is basically they're both going to be running alongside each other, but kind of talking together. So from kind of users of Ethereum, like not much is actually going to be changing. Just under the hood, now Geth is talking, or now the execution layer is talking to the beacon chain, and vice versa.
Okay, now ETH2 is coming as practically a meme at this point. So when is it coming?
When it's ready. I mean, with this.
When it's ready. Anyway, yeah, the Twitch stream is kind of bad, obviously. It's not the greatest looking into things, but his voice sounds like it has T-Pain auto-tune. Maybe it does, but hold on. I just got to grab my timesheet here. So that's pretty much what the shadow merge is. They're going to be turning on and off the POS and POW. So POW is still going to be running normally, just like we're thinking right now. We know we're hitting blocks, whatever, yada, yada. But they're also just going to, cancel that out, throw on POS, and it's going to be validating the blocks alongside. So, sometimes it's going to be POS, sometimes it's going to be POW just to test how everything works. And then in theory, if everything's working good, they could just finally hit that switch and POW is gone. So I don't know if there's going to be a code freeze or anything involved with all that like we were originally hoping for. But again, it could still be true. Remember, they're mentioning the execution layer. The execution layer is the part, that's what the proof of work chain is currently called. All their forks have been something to do with bad stuff in the past in terms of war and, loss of life. And they're just calling the proof of work stage the execution layer. So, I guess it fits their thing. Now, another question that comes up all the time is how are they going to keep this decentralized? And this is what I found very, very funny. And we're going to move to 955. And this is their answer on how to keep it decentralized. Now, I joke about it to you guys sometime where they just say, we tell people not to be decentralized. Well, that's pretty much what they're saying here. So I'm just going to fast forward to this point now at 955.
Things that could happen. We want to make sure
955, wherever we go, fast forward. Come on.
In the ecosystem, there's not really much.
Let's get into that right here. There, look at this. This is how they keep it decentralized.
Now, I assume that we haven't been building a system that, whales could take over. So how do you work around that? How do you brace for that? Any thoughts?
There are a number of ways. Sort of one obvious option is like the existence of staking pools. So what that will do is lower the barrier to entry in terms of capital requirements. Instead of needing a 32 ETH deposit for a validator, you and 30 friends could put together 1 and some change ETH and run this thing. Then, yeah, again, we could spend the rest of the time talking about.
Then, yeah, I don't really have the answer. I'm really looking like a fool right now is what he's trying to say. But he's had some more stuff here.
This topic in particular, but essentially, proof of stake does not necessarily lead to increased centralization. There's a number of ways that it sort of, works against that, especially in Ethereum. One thing, for example, is that the return you get on your sort of, your stake as a validator is constant regardless of your size. Another one is that we have incentives and sort of designs in the protocol that actually incentivize anti-correlation, meaning like there's actually there are incentives in the protocol such that you shouldn't centralize.
You shouldn't centralize. That's his answer. You shouldn't centralize. Oh my gosh.
In various ways, which again, that's a very big word.
He should be saying this straight to Vitalik. You shouldn't centralize even though you hold the majority of the ETH. Okay, whatever.
But yeah, so bottom line is it's when people say that, it's pretty much FUD.
It's pretty much FUD when people say that, it could turn into being centralized. Hey, guys, guess what? We're all talking about FUD. Maybe he should reverse that on himself. This is almost turning into mainstream media where, they just want you to know what you want to hear. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about the rival chains now. This is a really funny thing. You can just pick these things apart like crazy.
So why did
Now let's scroll. Wait, did he say something funny?
Can like literally see, quote, how
Hold
the sausage is made. Like it's all.
Oh, that's just that. Okay, we're going to scroll up to 1552 now. And this is where they talk about rival chains.
People ask me these sorts of questions. I think they view this as almost like they view blockchains as like products that are competing in almost like the Web 2 sense, if we'll pull that terminology in. And that's not what we're doing here. Like these are protocols, and that actually means something like pretty distinct and different.
I messed that up. It's 1525. We were catching the end of that.
So you see articles talking about the so-called the rival blockchains that are perhaps like faster or cheaper. There are obviously trade-offs that come with that. So do you have any thoughts on like a Solana as a competitor and how the migration might change that dynamic, or what does that express?
No. I mean, I have plenty of thoughts. I don't know. So like one thing here is that when people ask me these sorts of questions, I think they view this as almost like they view blockchains as like products that are competing in almost like the Web 2 sense, if we'll pull that terminology in. And that's not what we're doing here. Like these are protocols, and that actually means something like pretty distinct and different. Yeah, that's all I'll say for that. I mean, generally, I want to view things as positive somewhere I can, and like to the extent that we can collaborate with like other ecosystems, that's great.
Pretty much he's saying, pretty much he's saying that when I usually say, he's saying I'm wrong when I say, originally when Yahoo and everything first came out on the first internet here, everything was doing good. You had to use different browsers and stuff to search different areas of the web. So, they were all top of the line, best. Everyone was building on them. But then Google came out and swept them under the floor. You can use Google to search anything now. And essentially, that's how I kind of say I'm thinking of Ethereum in a way where, DeFi and everything started on Ethereum. It is the start. But they're still ranked one of the worst POS systems, even in terms of energy consumption. And moving forward, Solana or something like that, they're doing it cheaper. They're doing it faster. And he's saying, when someone like me says, that's false, I'm lying and it's not what it means, but that's pretty much what it means. Just because they started it, I think they want to work with these other chains because obviously you want to be friends with the next big thing. And I think that's what's going on there. Anyway, moving forward on past that, what's the next big topic? This one's a really funny one.
For example, there's a number
1747. 1747, moving forward to right here.
Something sooner rather than later, as we're doing.
I mean, presumably by like ETH Denver 2023, this will have gone through, will be smooth sailing. So what is the hottest topic going to be next year at the same conference?
With respect to the protocol, probably sharding. This is like the next big upgrade we'd have planned. So yeah, there's sort of this.
Meanwhile, this guy could be saying, maybe we're still going to be talking about Eth2. It depends how it all comes into play. We don't know, but they're saying sharding is the next big thing. Now, a lot of people think, it's going to move to POS. Awesome. Transaction fees are going to drop. We can start pulling our Eth out and everything. That's not the case. The whole merge and moving to POS initially, that's just to drop the execution layer, which is the proof of work mining layer, move over to POS, and everything's going to be exactly the same, except it's being validated on a POS system. gas fees are still going to be exactly the same way it is on busy ETH days. So when Ethereum gets busy, NFT drops, if we're in a bull run or a massive bear run where prices and people are selling fast, the fees are going to go through the roof, even on POS. That is until at least they implement all of this sharding and everything. So there's still as soon as POS actually comes into play, there's still another 6 months to maybe a year or longer of extremely expensive gas fees, not being able to pull your ETH out of POS and staking. And, that's just a lot more stuff that some people just don't realize that we're just trying to touch up on here is the POS at the initial first year or so of it. You're still stuck as the way it is right now. It's not going to be any cheaper or anything. Here's 2020. Let's move up to 2027 where they ask if they talk to miners about this operation. And
trifecta thing.
This is kind of another funny operation that they got going on here. 2027. Right here. All right.
Have you guys talked to any of the Ethereum proof of work miners? Like, are they just all starting to migrate to mining other things? Are they getting into the proof of stake model? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, right? Because basically the proposition is, hey, you've had this line of revenue for so many years and we're going to suddenly get rid of it.
That's pretty much what he's saying is we're suddenly just going to get rid of it. Thanks. Bye. Really?
That being said, this is not a surprise. Maybe it's taken far longer than anyone wanted, but from the very early days, this has been a core part of the Ethereum vision to have this move to proof of stake. So I think to that extent, it de-risk a lot in terms of miners being upset or something. A lot of them are we'll mine other things, get rid of our mining hardware, figure something out. In the meantime,
we'll mine other things. We'll get rid of our mining hardware. We'll figure something out. You're literally collapsing people, businesses, whatever. So he's just kind of shrugging it under the table here. So I don't know. It's very, very crazy. What else we got here? And we got one final thing here.
They've already started spinning up state.
Towards the end here at 2656.
Yeah. So yeah, the future is layer 2.
Okay, last question.
Thank you. So as we move to, as we go from POW to more of a POS, obviously there's a lot of compute need. You mentioned data centers now. As it becomes more distributed, is there still a need for compute at the edge, or does that go to a person's home on the node, or what is the distributed compute need as we move forward?
I know that there's already kind of a culture of people home staking. So if on Ethereum, there's the ETH Staker subreddit. They basically try to get people to just be comfortable enough and be educated enough to be able to run their own node at home, and it's definitely possible. You can do it on a kind of a normal consumer computer.
Thank you three so much for your insight on what we can look forward to this year.
So there's that. There was a point I missed earlier. I think I had to extend one longer, but they're saying in terms of power consumption and everything and how they're moving to power consumption and, it's going to be so much better on the environment and everything that they're saying, we're going from huge data centers down into, a Raspberry Pi or, running it from your cell phone, stuff like that. And then towards the end there, they talk about, obviously you need your own PC and stuff. Well, that's a lot more powerful than what they said earlier about a Raspberry Pi and a PC. And they're also pointing out that, what was it? I totally lost my train of thought. But they're supposedly, because it's one of the later POSs coming out, they're working on it for a while. It should, with newer tech, you should start running more and more efficient, in theory. But doing some basic other research and stuff, here's another article from September 2021. Ethereum 2 ranks among one of the worst in energy consumption per transaction. So Cardano, Elgato, Tezos, Hedera, Polkadot, all these things are way cheaper to use in terms of power and stuff. So they're really promoting, obviously, how much less power they're using, they're saving and everything. But at the same time, they're running one of the least efficient POS chains, which, kind of interesting how that's coming into play as well. So crazy. So just to sum up all this original stuff here is, yes, the shadow merge here essentially is a split chain. They are split. I just got a pulsar block. Nice. But the split chain is essentially running, or the shadow merge is the split chain. They're going to be running POW alongside of POS. And, as they're running in parallel with each other, they're just going to be pretty much shutting the switch off the POW. The POS side is going to be validating, everything's looking good. They're going to move it back to POW, and they'll keep doing this more and more. And then probably they'll be on the POS side longer and longer for, more and more tests. So I don't know how that's going to play on the POW side. Like, essentially, if no POW work is finding any blocks and the POS side is finding them or validating them, the POW side isn't going to be getting any reward. So is there going to be like 1 hour gaps, 20-minute gaps, 10-minute gaps where POW sides are mining away, but you're like mining to thin air, nothing? You're not getting rewarded for it. So I don't know how all this is going to come into play. Obviously, BBT is most likely going to look into all this. I'm assuming he'll shed more light on how all that's actually working. But, it sounds like this shadow thing is a thing. And the article I did read last night, which I'm definitely going to have to try to find again, is just, it's crazy. It's saying they either already started doing it or it's going to happen like within a week or something, or like maybe today or tomorrow. Like, it's happening and we just don't know about it. So they are calling that the shadow merge. So it's very interesting what's going on there. Crazy. Okay, anyway, do we have questions and stuff moving on? We're going to close this poll out now because we went through that part and stuff, and we'll touch back on it as, more and more people ask questions. But I probably missed a bunch of questions and comments here in the past. So let's just see what's going on. And I was trying to get Max Voltage on today. I messaged them this morning just to see how to do that. I know they do their Misfit mining thing in the evenings tonight, and they use Discord. I don't really like using Discord, but maybe. I don't know. Can you share your screen? Like, I still want to kind of keep it the way I do it, like this, obviously. And then I don't know if I can throw Max Voltage in the side here or just a symbol. I don't know how it works, but I was trying to get Max Voltage. I've been trying to get him on here for some time now, but I would really like a lot of his side input in this too, because he really does a lot of research in the backchain stuff. But I'm scrolling through the chat. Do I have any ads or questions here that anybody does have here? 32 Freds. Yeah, POS definitely increases centralization. I know. And their whole, argument against it going to be non-centralized is, we encourage you not to centralize. Like, seriously, remember, the devs and their friends hold the majority of Ethereum in their own bags. It's already centralized before it even started. So, yeah. Anyway, whatever. Incentivize you to never cash your funds out. That's another thing, too. They're doing that. But remember, a lot of the people, like, it's been since 2020, mid or end of 2020, when they first started doing the initial, because they needed X amount of ETH before they could even launch the beacon chain. Do you guys remember everyone talking about that at the time? So it's the initial phase of the beacon chain, which is the POS side. And they needed, 300 and some ETH or something, or I can't remember the number, but they needed a whole bunch of ETH locked in. And Ethereum's price was $400 or $500? It wasn't very much at that time. And now look where we saw it. We said it's seen it hit new all-time highs, go crazy, depending where the market is. Well, even right now down, these guys are up a lot. They're over double, triple the profits of when they initially put it in. So whenever you can finally pull out, what are these guys going to be dropping? 50% of the nodes? Is half the ETH going to be getting sold at the time? Is ETH going to see a big crash right after the POS goes into play? Now, not POS go into play. I mean, when sharding is implemented, because still, even when it does go and the proof of work is gone and POS goes in and the beacon chain is active, there's still no sharding. So gas fees are going to be high, and Ethereum is a one-way trip. You can send it to the staking nodes or your own nodes or whatever, but you still cannot pull it out until they do implement the sharding and the rest of the network. So it's coming in steps, but it looks like it's a lot sooner than we're actually thinking. So it may be June. They are saying June, so it could very well be a possibility. At the same time, I think it still could be extended. So we'll see. We don't know what's going to happen yet, but just be ready for it is all I'm trying to tell everyone. Be ready for Ethereum. Be ready for the merge. What to do after the merge is still a very thought after question. Honestly, it depends on the hash rate. That's the next thing we got to really figure out here. how much hash rate of this is GPUs? In all reality, how much is it? You know, I got to go back to that. Because if we look, when was the release? The 3000 series release, like right in here somewhere. What was the date of the 3000 series? Like NVIDIA 3000 series release. And it was just perfect timing for the bull run to kind of come into effect as well. So January 11th, no, 2022. Release date, September. You guys can't see that because I'm horrible. December 20, it was released back in September of 2020 with NVIDIA's 3000. So December 22nd is when the 3000 series dropped. So December 2020. So right here, look at that. Right here is when the 3000 series dropped. Put that back down to that screen. So right there is when it dropped, and you know, we started hitting the bull run, and we saw Hut 8, all sorts of people. The CMP cards were a little bit after this, but this is when the 3000 series dropped, and it was out of stock, crazy. And look at when the first spike happened. Boom, boom. Like, is it a coincidence? Yes, we're in a bull run at the time, and then the 3000 series drops, and our hash rate completely explodes. And a lot of the sales numbers go with the amount of hash rate that could be on here. Now, I don't know the full effect. Now, I did work out if, you know, 80% of this hash rate is GPUs, that's about 8 million RTX 3080s worth of hash rate sitting on Ethereum. Moving into, you know, now what does that equal for the other coins? That's easily enough hash rate to over times 5 the top 10 coins across all the boards. And that puts every single coin, even at if we're at the last all-time high, in the negatives. So, you know, GPU mining is going to be changing. It's going to be changing fairly fast. So I'm almost thinking like, I don't know what to do, but honestly, like if it's not profitable, you don't have to sell your hardware, but you can turn off your rigs. Max Voltage talked about in a video a while ago. He found out, and he's running solar, and he's even contemplating, you know, the chance of potentially having to shut off some rigs. And if he does, you know, that's okay. You know, eventually people will sell off. There'll be a lot less miners on the networks, and then the difficulty drops and it becomes profitable again. But by how much? It's maybe time to start looking into other ways to mine crypto. And that's some of the things I like to showcase across my channel. Obviously, I'm not strictly a GPU miner. I don't try to promote myself as a GPU miner or anything. I'm just a crypto miner, and I try to find and use what's profitable at the time. So, you know, I have various ways. We got an Antminer L3 Plus, which isn't that profitable right now, but it's still almost $2 a day after power with an Antminer L3 Plus currently right now, as of today. Actually, maybe it's about $1.45, I think today. Yesterday, it was about $1.60. And then you got CPU mining. You know, we got Chia, which even looks more profitable potentially than GPUs for a good year or so after the merge happens. You know, there's ASICs out there. You know, there may be different ways to start mining crypto instead of just buying GPUs, because things are definitely going to change. But at the same time, we're not really sure. When did ETH ASICs drop? They dropped in the same, you know, let's have a look at that too, because there's a fair bit. I was actually talking to someone a while ago, and that's the main thing we have to look at is this hash rate. Now, that's an estimation on GPUs. Let's look at ASIC miner value, because the A10 Plus Pro came out around the same time as well, or at least in around the same type of time frame. And he was saying that there's a good chance that ASICs could be about 50 or 60%. You can't really track GPUs, but you can track, what's it called? You can track allegedly like ASIC manufacturing and sales and stuff. So based on those numbers, you know, it's looking pretty close. But here's the A10 Pro Plus. When did this thing release? This was a very popular one, obviously, when it came out. And it was December of 2020. So this is actually the same time frame as the 3000 series. So that's another mixture into it together. So if we can find, does anybody have insights on the sales of the A10 Pro Plus? Because in theory, to make a petahash, you only need like 5,000 of these things. So if the majority of the hash rate is ASICs, then GPU mining should, in theory, be fairly okay, at least for like Flux and stuff. For Ethereum Classic, it's game over. These ASICs move to Ethereum Classic, you know, GPUs are not going to be, Ethereum Classic will be 100% ASIC, which is what they kind of wanted to do. But if these all move over there with a firmware, hardware update or something, because they did move the ETC hash, that's the thing. So if we can get some sales numbers, I'm going to need like a research team or something. But we really need to get to the bottom of this. We got to figure out how much of that hash rate is ASIC, how much of that hash rate is GPUs, and that'll give us a way better idea to understand what is happening. Because if it is majority GPUs, you know, we're doomed. But at the same time, these did release at the same time as the 3000 series. So, you know, there may be hope. There's hope, guys. And we just have to wait and see. But it's going to be very, very crazy what's going to happen after that. Because not only that, you got to remember, like, yes, Ethereum is extremely profitable. Actually, Ergo's been, it's probably picking up in hash rate now. We looked at it yesterday. Ergo is very profitable on a lot of these GPUs. Now let's look at the 3070. Is Ergo still number one? Or okay, it picked up. So we picked up some hash rates, so the difficulty went up on Ergo, but it's still really close. In theory, I would probably still mine Ergo in terms of daily profits. Now, why? It all comes down to how you pay for your power. Myself, I talk about this all the time. I pay 6.5 cents. I'm locked in at 6.5 cents per kilowatt hour. Now, I know you're probably thinking, whoa, that's cheap. That's nice. We're coming from Europe, you know, maybe 30, 40, 50 cents some people are paying now, and it's still going up. But that's 6.5 cents locked in at the power company. Now, I still have distribution fees. I have some type of service charge, and then there's another charge. And those three charges, the more power I use, the higher it goes up. So, like, you know, 2 months ago, I was paying like, say, 15 cents per kilowatt hour because those charges added up. They add up to sometimes almost double of what I actually pay for just my power. So I could end up paying 15 cents per kilowatt hour. As I add more rigs or whatever, something costs more power, overclock my CPUs, which a lot of people like to do, I could end up paying 18 cents for that. Plus I'm using more power. So now it's just cost me so much more. So just moving, like, say I was mining Ethereum and I had, like, say, you know, 5 rigs full, say I had, you know, 12 3080s, just going from Ethereum down to Ergo in my type of power plan, that all I can do here, I can't change it, don't worry, I've looked into it, but it could move me from, say, 15 cents per kilowatt hour upwards to like 17 or 18 cents per kilowatt hour just from adding an extra couple hundred watts to it, you know, per month and whatever. So I always try to mine on my personal thing is, you know, something that's cheaper on power, doesn't use as much power. It keeps my power prices down. So I would mine Ergo over Ethereum on, say, my 3070s, even though I'm solo mining right now. So I'm going against everything I'm telling you guys, but I also don't recommend solo mining. We still have not hit a block, guys, but let's look at the 570s. I'm using the 570. It does use 30 mega hash on here at about 118 watts, not quite 120. How's that looking? Ethereum Classic is more profitable. Now, the other day, I believe Ergo jumped ahead of that. But again, that difficulty is coming up. So there's ETC. But the same thing comes into play. I would probably mine Ergo. Yeah, that's a little bigger gap there, actually. So we'll see what happens. But I definitely stay far away from Ravencoin. It is core-based. It uses a lot more power, and it's just crazy. It's actually fairly hard on your GPUs as well. Some of you guys may not be aware, but Kapow is like a ProgPow version. If you've CPU mined, you know Ghost Rider has 20 different algorithms. ProgPow has multi algorithms. Kapow is the same thing. You're not going to have the same hash rate. So if you just like, you know, you see a lot of Ravencoin hash rates type of videos, but no one really says that it can change hash rates, and it can. That's what keeps it ASIC resistant. There's not as many as some of those other ones, but there's about 5 or 6 mini algorithms within Ravencoin Kapow, which keeps it ASIC resistant. So it does switch, and your power fluctuation will change slightly. Have you ever turned on your rig and noticed Ravencoin was maybe hashing an extra mega hash, or was down maybe a mega hash? That's because it actually does little algo switches in there. I'm not sure the time frame. I never did any deep dive into how often it changes or anything, but it does change. There are different mini algorithms within Ravencoin. So another thing to kind of watch for, and yet it's very intensive when it comes to power. Other things to look for, swapping from a memory-based algorithm over to a core-based algorithm, which the majority of the other ones out there are core-based, like Flux, Ravencoin, Cortex, and I don't know, the majority of them are actually core based over memory based, and you're going to be drawing more power. So if you're already sitting at like say 80-90% of your total circuit, which is your total breaker that you have there, if it's 30 amp 240 and you're running already about 54 to 5700 watts on it, and your maxed out I think is 6700 something. I can't remember the numbers off the calculator, but 5700 I think is your 80% of a 30 amp 240. So if you're already sitting around that and you were to take all your rigs, throw them on the Raven coin, you may be going over top of the power that you're limited at, and you may be blowing breakers, you may be blowing power supplies. A lot of people still run SATA when running Ethereum, depending on the GPUs. You know, it is okay. The PCI Express doesn't, or yeah, the PCI Express, you know, slots on the risers and everything don't really utilize too much power. Depending on the GPU, the 5700 XT, they can go over 75 watts, and SATA is only rated at 52. But some people, regardless, they run SATA. I highly advise to go against that. And you could be melting cables because of that. So you're gonna really have to look into your rigs, newer miners and stuff, moving into after Ethereum. A lot of things are gonna change in terms of power supplies, rig setups, cooling. Everything's gonna run even warmer because of those core intensive algorithms. So a whole bunch of stuff is gonna be crazy there. Hugo Down, what we got there? CPU mining on Zerg Pool with conversion payout will be the way of the future. Zerg Pool is great, but if everyone collides to Zerg Pool, you know, it's gonna be crazy. I currently just I've been solo mining Pulsar for the past 4 or 5 days now. I've been averaging about 5 to 6 blocks every single day. Last night I just switched over to actually, what's it called? I went to swap over to Raptorium. So I'm trying to solo mine Raptorium now. Actually, I'm gonna see if I hit a block, because I did try this previously in the past. No blocks yet, but I was using CoinMiner's pool, and I was starting to have I tried it a couple times, and I was kind of curious if CoinMiner's, it wasn't a great pool. Even my pool test is pretty much what I'm getting down to, and maybe it didn't report a block I could have hit or something. And, you know, I was smashing out so many Pulsar blocks when it came to mining on Zerg Pool here. So I decided I'm going to try it on Zerg Pool and see if I can hit a block. And if I can, awesome. If I can't, then I don't. All I need is about 1 block a week. It's saying I have a time to find of about 9 days, because I did take some hash rate offline. The algo did switch. As you know, there's 20 different algos here. The other day, or when I first started, it was at about 4 days to find a block. So if I can find 1 block in a week, you know, that's going to be more profitable potentially than mining to a pool at the same time. So I'm going to see what happens there. Trying this again. Also, I should just probably mine to a pool, because I want to start testing out the CPU mining calculator, which is going to be on the website in beta here. As you can see, this is how it works. We got Random X, we got Minotaur X for Avian, we got Ghost Rider for Raptorium. Random X also supplies for Yata Coin. We're adding in Pulsar, Babycoin, a few other coins here, but pretty much you just punch in your hashes here, then you hit calculate, and it'll tell you how much you're going to make on each coin depending on the current difficulty and everything. So I want to do a CPU mining test across, you know, these coins, so I can get an accuracy and see if there's anything has to be adjusted, you know, relay the information to the coder. But we're currently working on this. It's currently in alpha stage where only myself and the coder has access. But hopefully within the week, we may be releasing this publicly as a beta. And obviously, we're going to need your guys' feedback. But the what to mine for CPU mining will be coming out really soon. And that will be on my website, RabidMining.com. So stay tuned for that as well, guys. Because, yeah, it's very hard to find profitabilities on CPUs. You have to look up every single coin individually. It's hard to find any type of hash rates or anything like that. So I do a lot of testing here on the channel. Most of you guys know that. We're testing stuff pretty much almost constantly. And then now we're making a what to mine for CPU miners. So just to bring all that information together. So we got what to mine for GPUs. Keep everyone online when it comes to GPU mining. You know, that's an amazing website. Obviously, we all know about it. And now I'm trying to put something together for CPU miners. That way, or all miners in general, because I believe mining any way you possibly can is the best way to do it. So you can just have a little bag of every type of coin there is. So these two things together are going to look, you know, just make everything much easier in terms of looking at profitabilities across things. I will mine even at a loss. Fundamentals mining at a loss. I found a Chia block last week. I got 25 terabyte on Flex and 25 I mined solo. This was a solo block. Oh, Fundum. Nice. 25 T. So also, that is extremely lucky. amazing. Yeah, I'm really thinking about going in. Yeah, I want some more hard drives. I can't really afford it right now, but I really want to get a couple more hard drives. I only have 14 terabytes, and they make about 63 cents. So, and they're down right now because on rig 3, I was utilizing on my Windows rig 3, and I was only using the 120 gigabyte SSD for Windows. But the blockchain of Chia, it keeps it keeps on going up, and obviously it gets larger and larger. Well, my hard drive got full, and I had to transfer it to my plotter drive, but then I didn't go through all the stuff, but then my server stuff came in, so I'm going to be building the server. I'm going to add that to Chia. For you guys that are new, let's just show you my kind of server build I got planned on going on here. This thing working? My camera on? Hold on. Oh, there we go. So, you guys probably won't hear me on the mic, but I'm just kind of go through everything here. Obviously, this is my workstation. Hopefully, I don't dox myself. That's my workstation here. It's a 5950X 3080 FTW3 Ultra in there, non-LHR. I got this before LHR was even a thing. That's a Be Quiet case, but I got this in. And we're going to be going through this stuff. So there's a boxes. There's another Be Quiet case that they actually sent to me. I'm going to be building servers. So my Pulsar staking wallet's going to be in there. I'm going to do my Chia mining in there. If I ever get enough flux, I'll probably put together a flux node in there as well. We got that nice Be Quiet TRX cooler right there. Actually, that's not TRX because that's for a Ripper. This is the one that will support like Ryzen 3 and 5000 series. They're consumer grade, but it's like the NHD 15 of coolness when it comes to Be Quiet. That's a wicked looking cooler. We got a titanium power supply. Like, got some wicked stuff to put together here. I know everything's a mess here right now. Ignore all that. But I'm definitely getting the server build together. Hard drives came in, so I could start that anytime now. So hopefully this week I'll get that together for everyone. We can start working on server stuff, staking stuff, node stuff, and a lot more stuff to come in on the channel. So if you're missing all that, be sure to hit the subscribe button, guys. You're not going to miss, everything we got coming to pump out. Oh, I can show some more of my studio stuff. I wanted to do a basement crypto mining update and also studio thing, but I'll show you this too. So I also got this kind of set up here. Look at this. We got all this set up. We got the lights back here going in, all this. So I have this big studio thing happening. I plan on doing some cool type of, obviously standing there, cool background stuff. We all know I wear the Vendetta type of mask. So I'm going to be doing more documentary style type of videos and everything moving forward. They're going to take hours within I'm not even lying, 10 to 2 days, 48 hours, maybe longer of just editing to do some of these high quality videos. But things are going to get pretty insane on the channel here. We're going to be putting a lot of crazy work into this. So it's going to be awesome. Anyway. What do we got going on here? Any question? If you are mining to hodl, then daily USD price isn't concerning. Tony, 100%. If you're mining to hodl, which is what most people, especially in a market like we are now, kind of a bearish type of market, it has been going up a bit. But if you're mining and obviously you're going to be hodling, price doesn't really matter. And that's very true right there. I really believe Raptorium is probably going to see a nice spike in the future. They're doing some great things out there. Other coins as well. It's going to be going up. Flux is a great thing for GPUs and the nodes and everything else. So future's looking great. Hey, Peak, what's going on? Also, yeah, Rabid coin. I'm still trying to work and figure out how to get the Rabid coin going. We're going to be having a community crypto coin eventually here too. So there's a lot of stuff on the plate that we're trying to work out here. And honestly, there's just not enough time in a day. I feel like it's almost the day's over and you haven't even started doing anything. It's crazy busy. Wasn't the spike 0.8 for Raptorium? Yeah, it spiked at 8 cents. And at 8 cents, I think I had about 40,000 USD worth of Raptorium when it was at 8 cents. So if it goes higher, obviously awesomeness. Through the Raptorium smart nodes, we have a whole bunch more. It's been earning itself. I'm getting about 480 Raptorium per day just from the smart nodes. So that's almost 200 some thousand a year or something, or in a couple of years, just from not even mining it anymore, getting out of the nodes themselves. So pretty crazy there. Definitely hoping for Raptorium to hit a massive spike, but we'll see what happens. It might not do anything. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if it does, it does. But even where it's sitting at right now, you're still in the green. I'd invest in something named RabidTereum. Rabbitarium. No, I'm not I don't know what to call it. What should I call it? I think I'm just gonna go with Rabid Coin. I don't know. I have no idea, but we're gonna come up with something and figure it out. But I still got a lot more. It's gonna take a lot of stuff for that. I'm trying to do too many things sometimes at once, and then ultimately it just slows everything down. So I gotta focus on one thing, move to the next, move to the next. We got 142 viewers, 69 likes. Come on, guys, hit that like button, smash it. We didn't even roll our intro yet, but we're gonna be skipping that. We're gonna be skipping the intro today, I think. Oh, awesome. Another thing too, someone wanted me to talk a little bit. Now I do have to admit I am sponsored by crypto.com, but I'm not going to run any pre-roll ad or anything right now. But someone wanted me to talk about it, and like I buy all my GPUs and everything through their Visa card. Like it honestly makes it so easy. But if any of you guys have never used it or want to try it, like link in the description, use my code Rabid if you have to. It's the only way I pretty much use my crypto now. In all honesty, you just swap it over to your card, you pay whatever you want. Like you go to Amazon, you go to Best Buy and a GPU drop, whatever. I use my crypto, purchase my card, and you get cash back, and there's no monthly fees. Like how can you go wrong with that? Using crypto, like that's what it's intended to be used. It's not intended to be sitting in a wallet. If it sits there and just shows you numbers all the time, it's not really giving you value. But for me, I use the whole thing to fund my whole channel, so it's absolutely awesome. I enjoy it very much. So that's just me though, not financial advice. What else do we got to talk about here? So we talked about POS. We didn't look at any ether blocks today. How many blocks are getting smashed out? 2.1, 2. Nothing major happening on the blocks here. Our solo mining extravaganza action. It is 56% luck. One worker's offline. I should probably I'll keep it off for now in case it wrecks the stream. We got some friendly help here, still here at 115. Thank you very much. We got Fudweiser with his H110 here with 519 megahash, and helper 1234 has been here for a while. Crazy. Oh, there's another thing I want to tell you guys. I didn't have it ready. I was trying to get all the timestamps and everything together for that video, but there's a way. I'm going to get on that. I haven't done it yet, but there's a script that you can use to get your memory temps within HiveOS on the dashboard right here, legitly. Now, before we had to, am I using T-Rex right now? Let's just pull my log here, miner log. As we know, T-Rex, well, GMiner originally did it. T-Rex did it. Let's check the update. LOL miner is no longer in here. Someone asked that at the beginning of the stream. I'm not sure when they implement it. It usually takes a couple days for HiveOS to do it, but we're going to look at the miner log. So yeah, you can see 106 on the 3090 right now, 82 on the A2000, 78 on this A2000. So you can see the mem temps there, but they're not in the actual log. So there's a script you can install, and I have it, and I just didn't do it yet because I ran out of time before the stream started, but it will show your memory temps within the dashboard on GDDR6X memory. And I'm assuming the A2000 as well, because it does work in the miner thing. So I will be getting that together for you guys as well. So that might help some of you guys out. So that's a nice, cool bonus as well coming on here. Posted to RM Chia. What's RM Chia? Did you look at Fedora coin on Zergpool? I think I kind of did, but I didn't. And also, I'd like to thank TechMan. I did thank him in the video. He's the one that pointed me towards Zergpool in the first place. He said he was solo mining Pulsar in a single 3900X. He was trying to get his last payout here so he could pull everything off his pool and then move on to his next coin operation. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to try Zergpool. And that's when I started smashing out. Like the first day I was solo mining Pulsar, I did only hit 3 blocks. But, for the past 2, 3, 4 days ever since then, I was hitting 5 to 7 blocks every single day consistently, even with the hash rate increase. So I was like, this is awesome. And speaking of that, I got to check out my wallet. Oh my gosh, I hit 3 solo blocks today staking Pulsar. That's insane. I'm at 11,438 Pulsar now. 3 staking blocks today. See, slightly after midnight on the 26th, which is today. And then we got one at 8:38 in the morning. And now during this live stream, I did say earlier I hit a Pulsar block at 11:28. So that is what? 90, 90, and 90. What's 180? Was that 270? No, my math is off. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I just got to do this. 90 times 3, is it 2? Yeah, it's 270. All right. So how much is that? What is it at today? Let's just roll on over to XBitTron. So just from staking today, I made PLSR, USD. It's at 0.02235. So I'm going to calculate that. 270 times 0.02235. That's $6.03 that I just made staking that. So obviously we're a solo miner. We're building up our wallet at about, some people have hit blocks at only like 100 and some coins. I did mention a while ago, someone did, they sent me a link in a video of, they bought 150,000 coins and they hit 20, they're hitting average, like daily basis. Like he didn't just show me one day, he showed me days back, and 27 to 28 blocks a day. It was, what was it, like $50 a day this guy's making staking his Pulsar at the current price. That's absolutely insane. So Pulsar is a great coin. A lot of people are telling me, you know, clickbait titles, stop doing these scams, yada, yada, yada. It's not a scam. You can, if you want to go sell it right now. Like, I just made $6, so whatever. Whatever you want to say. Anyway, moving forward. So yeah, Pulsar's. Oh yeah, one thing I want to point out too, though, I have noticed is I don't have the latest wallet update. The latest wallet may fix this. I don't know for sure. But I just want to point out that sometimes I only have one connection, 0 connections. But the past couple days, I have been going into my help. It won't hover over so I can see my active connections right now. But you go into help, debug window. Oh, I don't have any because I just unbanned everybody. Every day, it seems like you'll end up with some banned IPs. And then I think that removes some possible connections. I got 11 active connections right now. And usually the highest I've ever had was 15. And it's gone down to about 1. And a lot of times, past few days, until I started unbanning, I was at 0 for a while. So either in the morning or in the evening or something before bed, remember, you do have to keep this wallet open all the time. Just go to your debug window and help and just unban all your peers. I just did it before the stream and I'm at 11 peers now. And like I said, I just hit that Pulsar block as well. So there's a little tip for some of you guys. Some people are curious about that. Maybe I'll have to do some type of video or something on that operation, but we'll see. I haven't updated my wallet, so the new version may fix that as well. You need to add nodes to your wallet too. Oh, you got to add nodes also? So look, now you got to add wallet. I never really looked into the wallet aspect and the whole staking aspect of Pulsar. I just know holding your coins in an open wallet and you have the chance to solo mine and hit blocks is actually pretty cool. And that's probably one of the most efficient ways to stake. That's not using any power at all. Then, like I said, when I build that server, this wallet is going to be going into my server build and running there all the time. So that's going to be part of the server build out too, is running little staking things like that and all sorts of stuff. So awesome. I have the latest version. It works great. Very easy to update too. Oh, do you? Fully Electric. Awesome. And yeah, I want to give a shout out to Fully Electric also. He's keeping me up to date on, like, because I don't have any flux node. I don't have enough flux. I think I have what? The only flux I have is like the little bit you guys sent me there a couple weeks ago. So I'm sitting around what? 15 flux or something. So I'm a long ways from having a node, but you know, eventually it'll come once I hit this solo Ethereum block. We'll see. Hopefully I hit a block before POS comes, because like I said, I'm in it all or nothing. I could mine to a pool and, you know, end up with around what a block would get me. So like 0.1.9 or something, or I could solo mine and potentially have the chance of making more than what I would have gone mining to a pool. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm all in or all out. If I don't hit a block, I don't get nothing. If I hit a block, I could get at least the same amount as if I mine this whole time. So that's what I'm doing with that. I'm pretty much taking a massive gamble, and I don't recommend anyone else to do it. I updated and still having problems. Added all the nodes and still nothing. I need to figure out how to change the band score to 10,000. Just a miner. I'm not sure. Are you in the Pulsar Discord? I'll talk to them sometime here. I'll try to get more information together, and hopefully we can all get this Pulsar staking thing figured out completely. Because, yeah, I'm not really 100% sure how it all actually works either. I may be wrong, but your L3 Plus may mine Fedora coin. Oh, you mean throw the... Okay, I see what you got going on. Throw the L3 Plus on Zergpool. Yeah, that's one other thing I was wondering, because I know Zergpool, it has the option to just mine that algorithm. So it'll just start mining the algorithm, and it just... like mine's the most profitable at the time. I was trying to go to mining pool stats because we've been following around all these low difficulty CPU mineable coins, which turn out to be, because there's hardly any difficulty on them, they are profitable. And it's a mining strategy just to fall behind and scoop up stuff that, what am I looking for? Script. So here's all the script coins, but yeah, a CPU mining strategy. I was just following mining pool stats, looking for where difficulty is coming off networks, and where it's low, you come in behind people, scoop it all up, and then, you're getting a massive amount of coins per day because the difficulty drops because a whole bunch of people left. And, that's a profitable way to mine. And I think it's going to be a good strategy coming in after even Ethereum does its thing. So once Ethereum's gone, it's going to be a thing to do on GPUs as well. But I was looking for coins to do that on the script algorithm, see if there's, some low difficulty stuff to slap into this Antminer L3 Plus. And I don't really know what coin does what. I know Digibyte, I mined that quite a bit when I was merge mining and profit switching, but it was pretty crazy. Now this mining Dutch pool is absolutely insane. It merge mines like, I don't even know. There's like 10 different coins or something. It was merge mining. It was crazy. So I didn't even know coins that existed were on there, but I don't know how it works. It didn't seem to turn out to be very profitable. I might have had it set up wrong because you got to try to convert every single coin individually. And I don't know. It was a pain thing, but we got Verge, Digibyte, Einsteinium, Floral Coin, Gold Coin, Moon Coin, Some Coin, Nova Coin. A lot of these don't even really like Moon Coin. Did it have one? Check out Mooncoin. Oh yeah, there's hash rate and stuff. A lot of these coins like didn't have hash rate anymore, so I don't know if they were dead. Like, what's some coin? Is this a thing? Yeah, like here you can see 0 hashes for some coin. I don't know if it used to be a coin and it just died. Price looks like it spiked on it though, but there's no hash rate. So I don't know what's going on. If the price is still going up, then it's not dead. It's here. So like I wanted to run around. I wanted to try mine some of these coins that I didn't even know existed. And, it could be profitable just because you don't have to mine and hold your coins. You mine your coins. And if it makes you $4 a day, where Litecoin was only making you $1.50, just sell it or swap it into Litecoin. Like, mine whatever's profitable. You're getting a crap ton of coins. It turns out to be profitable because of it. Swap it to a different coin or something, or just sell it. Make your profits. Those are valuable ways instead of just sitting on one thing and saying, oh, well, it's not profitable, I'm just going to shut off my rig. Everything is profitable if you just keep doing more and more work, in theory. So, yeah, anyway. What do we got here? I may be wrong. Okay, scrolling down. You got the Pulsar Discord. I went from the link in the wallet and people just making jokes over there like a bunch of kids. Yeah, I don't go there very often at all, but I got to go there someday and actually try to maybe DM one of the devs or something and just kind of get some of that information, or go through their frequently asked questions, because I know they have a lot of that posted. And I don't believe we have this hamburger here, and Stigi isn't here. It's sad times. I hope he sees it later on the stream or something, or he rewatch this later. Hopefully he's okay though, because he wasn't here yesterday either, and I found that very weird. 143 viewers, 83 likes. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Smash that like button. Hit all this awesome, good stuff. And don't feel... it's okay to hit that super chat button as well. All right. Anyway, what do we got here? I have the latest version. Works. Do I miss any questions or comments at all? I'll scroll way up there. It's been you guys are kind of blowing this thing up. Bro, why is BTC price 55K? Oh, this? Oh, yeah. This is you. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is Canadian, USD, and European price. So I'll put it to USD for you guys. You guys thought we probably had a huge spike. You guys were like, whoa, what's going on? I'm going to go buy something. Sorry. That was Canadian prices. I think, yeah, maybe it's on vacation. It's a good possibility. Wish Dia coin was mineable. What is Dia? I don't know what Dia coin is. So obviously it's a POS coin. But you can, no, I wouldn't use unmineable. But mine something that's profitable, and then you could just, swap into Dia coin, if that's how you pronounce it. Got him. You got him. You got what? What'd you get, Just a Miner? What? Go to Pulsar. Got him. I'm confused. Unless Pulsar guy's here, you got him in the live chat or something. What else should we talk? Like, smash, stay warm, and keep those GPUs cool. 100%. Keep them GPUs cool. What do I got for a notification here? That is my Pulsar thing. Okay. You Canadians are so rich. No, we're not. We're not rich. Did you not just hear what I said earlier about my power? We're robbed. Our gas is $2 a liter. Like, people in the USA, you guys are complaining about your gas prices, right? Yes, obviously, they're high everywhere. They're high. But work that out into Canadian prices. You guys pay per gallon. We pay per liter. There's like, what, 5 liters in a gallon estimate? Maybe 4.5 or 4.8 or something liters in a gallon. But some places are up to $2 a liter. So what is that? That's like, that's $10 a gallon or whatever a gallon. And you guys, like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But actually, where is it? BC now hit like $2.14 or $2.20 a liter. So that's like almost $11 a gallon or something. I don't know. It's crazy though. Absolutely crazy. There's 3.7. That's it. There's different versions of the gallon too. So then you got to figure that out. So if it's only 3.78, that's actually not too bad. But yeah, I don't know. But it, like, to go fill up our vehicle, it's over $100. Before all the inflation and everything that's happening, like, legitly, like, when gas was where we thought was normal, around, $1, slightly over $1, it's still over $100 to fill up a truck. So how much did that cost you guys in normal prices to fill up a truck in the US? And finally been driving electric since 2017. Oh, really? You guys been driving electric since 2017? Nice. That reminds me of another thing, interesting thing. I know there's this huge push on I don't know. Everyone that's new to the RabidMining YouTube channel, we talk about random stuff, show random stuff like this burgers here constantly all the time. We're always switching up, talking about whatever, right? It's all oriented around mining, but we talk about whatever. So if you like your stuff, hit the subscribe button and stuff. But anyway, random stuff here. I seen something a while ago about electric cars. Obviously, there's this big push to move these electric cars. Yeah, it's cleaner, it's everything. But what if everybody had electric cars? How much power would that use in terms of everyone goes to charge them and everything? We'd be using way more power than we're currently using today. But at the same time, there was a story where some guy, he updated his breaker because he needed the extra amperage to charge his car. So he did that. So he called the power company like you would have to do, see, your service, how much it would cost, what you got, can you upgrade? And he did that. But then the guy told us that the infrastructure everywhere, it's not updated to this. You're going to have to revamp every city and town pretty much in the world to do this, because he said if 4 people on the block did that, the whole power lines and the boosters and everything would have to be upgraded, because none of the lines and everything support that much power. Everything's set to whatever's set. So if everybody had to do that, all your power companies, the towns, everything are going to have to do major overhauls in infrastructure to accommodate that much power going into everyone's house, just so they can power or charge their own cars. So I find that very interesting that, there's a lot more to it than just saying, get electric cars, guys. It's going to be a lot better in the long run and stuff. There's going to be a lot of money coming out of everyone's pocket just to be able to do that. And, you do that, and then all the electric companies say, yeah, we're doing this, yada, yada. But you know what? Where are they going to get their money from? Charging you guys even more for your power, because they have to upgrade their stuff even more. So it's just going to cost everybody a lot more money. So that's just me. They only need 60 amps. Yeah, I know, but like, I'm running my house and my service. It's only a 100 amp breaker. So I have to get a 200 amp service brought in. So even if I only went to like 150, if I did that, like, I'm not talking to my department, but based on the thing I seen, like, I think the people that did this, they had a 100 amp. I don't know where it was somewhere, but in their town. But they said, like, if 3 people just upgraded their panels, that little bit, the whole infrastructure for that entire street was based on that amount of power already. And, you got your little extra there, but they would have to upgrade their whole infrastructure to support that. So if everybody had to do that and the whole infrastructure upgraded their panels for their amps, it's just going to cost everybody more and more in the long term. I think that's just me. I don't know if that's actually going to work. I'm just, throwing stuff out there. Don't read this one out loud on stream. Okay, what? Okay, yeah. Don't read that out loud on stream. You get a coin for that one. Why not? Hero song. Take that. Oh, well, we got a lot of people here. I want to see if this works. We have a bunch. Well, we don't got a lot of people. We got 160. We're on average, but still, we're gonna try this out, guys. Let's see if this works for everyone. Yes, it's a 90s ringtone. Somebody's phone, was it ringing? Did you catch that? Vibrate thing. If you have headphones on, it really works. I don't know if it works if you're playing through speakers or something. Oh, that woke Fudweiser up. Oh, I forgot about that. That's right. That's right. We totally got... Don't worry, we'll wake you up. Fudweiser. 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 Wake up, Fudweiser. Okay, 80s ringtone. It's something. Just got in. Hey, Rabid. Hey, Time Current Crypto. What's going on? Do jiu-jitsu. It works. All right. I have headphones and I looked for it. Oh, Keith Metz. Nice. Awesome. Awesome. It worked. Sweet. Sweet. You know, we got little prank buttons here. All sorts of fun stuff to play. You know, if I mess up and I got to rewind myself, I just go, whoa, hold on. Rewind. All right. Let's take 2 on that operation. You know, stuff like that. Oh, anyway. So, do we have any other questions or anything, guys? Oh yeah, make a ringtone like Fudweiser's alarm clock. Oh, that'd be awesome. What do you think about XSC price future? That's Chia, right? Yeah, that's Chia. I don't know. I did talk bad about Chia a lot. I did, and there's a lot of people Chia mining, and no offense to them, because I just thought it's very unprofitable. We know it came out, it was pumped like crazy. And then, you know, the profitability just dropped. Everyone thought originally, you know, it was only going to release about $20. And it looked profitable when it was going to release at $20. And then when it released, it was at like $2,000. Like, whoa, that's insane. Now that might have been Canadian price. I don't know what the USD value was, but I saw $2,000. So again, maybe Canadian. And then obviously everyone, they saw how profitable it was on the exchange. Everyone started buying up hardware and everything. It went through the roof. Difficulty absolutely skyrocketed. And then the profitability dropped. And like I said, I have 14 terabytes. I was making like 63 cents a day or something. I was like, oh, you know, but I only had 14 terabytes. And then I started doing some math and I was looking at it after I did my last video. I made like $6 in however months or something. But, you know, price to GPUs, you can get yourself 28 terabytes or something like 30 terabytes. You know, we can work it out right now. Where's PC Part Picker? What are they worth? PC Part Picker. Build yourself a computer right here with that fancy build yourself a computer link. We're going to go browse products. We're going to go to storage and we're going to find the cheapest we can find. So price per gigabyte. 40, yeah. One and a, almost, what is this thing? 6 terabyte. This one was, oh, I'm in the United States. Sorry, US guys. I'm from Canada, so I got to look at my stuff. So price per gigabyte, is it still on the right correction? So it looks like these Western Digital Blues, $74. So $75 for 4 terabytes. Okay. So what's a GPU cost right now? Let's go to, I don't know. What are they charging for? I got to go to Best Buy over here. Best Buy, Canada, Gauge, 3080 Ti. Sign out. There we go. Sign out. So we're gonna go. Let's just look for a 3070. 3070. Engage. Stop. So well, that's 38. See, it's funny. You put in 3070 and you get 3090s, 3080 Ti's. Like nothing that you search for comes up. But thank you, Best Buy. So we got the Founders Edition, which is the absolute cheapest GPU you can get in terms of 3070s. All right, we got 3060 Ti, the absolute cheapest Founders Edition. So it may be safer to bet your bet on, you know, an AIB, which costs even more. So we're just gonna say $680 on a 3070. 680. You know, we'll go even cheaper. We'll go 3060 Ti. Let's go 500. Let's go 550. So what can we get for 550? 550 divided by 75. 550. Stop it, calculator. Divided by 75. So that's 7.3. So we're going to go with 7. So 7 times 35. So that's so for what did I put in? 75 times 7. So that's $525, slightly cheaper than the GPU. So we're going to get 7 of those with 4 hard drives. That's 24 or 28. So we got 28 terabytes for the same price, slightly cheaper than a 3060 Ti Founders Edition. Remember, Founders Edition, that is the absolutely cheapest and it's non-LHR GPU you can get, which you probably can never find. So that's the other thing there. AIBs cost more money, so you're probably looking into a higher price range. But I'm just doing this to the cheapest GPU just to get an idea. So 28 terabytes, and I was doing what? I had 14 doing about 36 cents. So just double it up. Or what is it? 64 cents. So $1.20. So just say $1.20 for the same amount of money. So that's $1.20 after and it hardly uses any power. So we're going to go 3060 Ti, non-LHR. We're going to calculate. Obviously, we're going to be looking after Ethereum. So there's $2 after power on Ergo, right? Now, this is top end. So we're at like $1.20. It's price-to-price comparison of a Founders Edition 3060 Ti and $2 on Ergo after Ethereum. Now, this is going to be dropping dramatically. Even if there's only 50% of the hash rate is GPUs, this is going to be in the negatives. This is going to be in the negatives. Like, Chia mining is going to look more profitable. Now, I know all you asked for is what you think the price will be in the future of Chia, and I kind of went way off the board answering this question to this, but I can't even remember what your full question was. But I think Chia, for future mining and everything, unless everyone goes out and buys twice as many hard drives again, could be more profitable than even GPU mining. That's why I'm probably going to be looking into more GPUs. It looks like it's in the green. So that's a bonus. That's good. Yes, you might think the ROI is 3 years, 4 years, but that's what the business plan of mining is probably going to look like when Ethereum is gone. The 3-month return on investment on paying off your GPU is over. The 6-month is over. You know, CPUs, I think, are sitting around, depending, some months they are down to only like 5 months still, and down to 3 months at times. Actually, at the peak when Raptorium hit 8 cents, I think I had like not even a month of an ROI type of operation to pay itself off. It was extremely profitable. Then the difficulty hit, obviously. But everyone says, you know, the difficulty hits, it destroyed the profits. Difficulty hits, it destroys the profits. That is exactly what's going to be happening when Ethereum is gone. The difficulty is going to hit, but it's going to hit hard, and it's going to hit the top 10 coins, and that's after it fluctuates. Like, eventually, if everything goes to one coin, you know, at 80%, there's over 300 times the flux hash rate. There's over 60 sometimes the Raven coin hash rate on Ethereum. There's over this. Now you drop that down to 50%. That's what? Like, we can do a quick example. Like I said, there's about 8 million GPUs of 3080s sitting on the network right now. So what is that? Let's just take a look at 3080s. So 8 million right now is sitting on there. Let's just say that's with 80%. So say we just drop that by half, which would put us at, say, 40%. So let's just go 4 million. Is that enough zeros? Let's see. Let's make sure I got enough zeros in there. So 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have 7 in there. There. 6 zeros. 6 zeros is that right? 3. Yeah. 5 zeros is 400,000. 6 zeros is 4 million. And now look at the hash rate that's here. It's an insane amount. Like, absolutely insane. So we got, okay, obviously ETH hash is going to be gone. Let's just look for 4 gigabyte cards here. We got this much hash rate sitting on Ethereum Classic. So let's copy that. I do have a hash rate calculator, where if I can find that, hash power calculator. So we're going to be looking at this in terms of mega hash. We got this much mega hash for Ethereum Classic. So that's 360. So that's 366. I got my numbers wrong. That's 366 terahash. That's absolutely wrong. We got to go to, oh, maybe it's just 2 single hashes. 366, that, 3 points. Yeah, there we go. That looks more sense. So let's just put it in the hash section. All right, that looks better. That looks better. Now we got to just see how much is on something. So, well, we got to double it up when it comes to this hash rate. And we got a double up for that one. So let's just see. What do you guys want to look at? Ethereum Classic has 26.67 terahash on it currently. 26. Well, that one's easy to figure out because we can just look at Ethereum because it's on the same amount of hash rate. But let's say Ergo, for example, there's 25.17 hash rate. So what do we have now? We got this much Ergo hash rate. That's if it was 3080s. Remember, what's it called? Different cards do different things, but just in theory, this is 4 million 3080s worth. We're going to pull into the hash calculator again. This is 760 mega hash. So 760 mega hash, and there's currently 25 terahash. So we got to go to the terahash department here. I'm totally butchering this. This isn't working for me. I'm putting the numbers in the wrong spots. But regardless, the end result is there's so much difficulty coming in. That Chia mining could look more profitable. And I'm putting all these numbers in the wrong sections and totally looking like a fool right now. But I did it before and it works. And some of you guys see that I'm just messing everything up. Litecoin never goes up much. Yeah, I'm not sure. What is? Yeah, that's a good point. Let's take a look at that. Litecoin. Not Litecoin pool. Litecoin price. Yeah. Coin market cap. Okay, let's look at you. Full screen, you're on it. All. It spikes at times. Obviously during the bull runs. It didn't shoot like it did back then. We do have a Litecoin halving happening next year also. Remember, Litecoin is halving next year as well. So that's another thing to watch out for. But I can't get the full price on that. We went slightly higher there and then we dipped down. So next bull run, we could see these parameters. So where did we hit in this one? Stop. There. So what was it? 386. And what are we at now? 122. So we have the potential. It'll double again. History repeats itself. So I definitely see Litecoin doubling than its current value right now, for sure. So if you anticipate for a double, throw something into it, save up, wait. Next bull run, it's gonna double. It could go a little more than double. So that's a thing that could happen. It was $4, and in 1 year it went to, a long time ago, $4, and it went to that. It definitely went up initially. Yeah, what was it way back here? 45. What thing am I on? I don't know. Coin market cap doesn't go back far enough. Oh yeah, I minused way out. Where are you? Right here. Boom. Oh yeah, look way back here. $3, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, and then 2017, initial start of it all. Kaboom. Yeah, imagine if you had Litecoin back here. 2016, 2017, if you bought a bunch of Litecoin and now like at the low right now, we're like 123. Remember, people coming into the market right now, they don't know nothing about this here. All this right here is really nothing. They may have heard hints about stuff over here in 2017, obviously. And then, but now a lot of people came in during this period. And look how much longer of an extension it was as well compared to the 2017 one. But more people hit the crypto market coming into it all in this period right about here. So people don't know about what happened over here. So just looking at these charts, Litecoin's still going to double in the future. We have a halving coming next year. We have a bull run that's, I'm guessing, is going to happen 2024, towards the end of 2024, maybe sometime mid or early to mid 2025, because that's when Bitcoin is set to halve again. And Bitcoin halved just before all of these happened as well. So the same year that Bitcoin halves, this happens. So that's when those runs are coming in. So the next one, and each one gets bigger and bigger. So Litecoin has huge potential to at least double in the future again. But I'm not a trader. I'm not great on this. It looks correct to me based on those charts. I'm not really that great of a chart reader. Let me know what you guys think about that. But Paul Doherty, a little pizza. What? Rabid, where's your A2000s at? I don't know where it's at, Shelvin, but let's go over the story now about my A2000s. Have you tried buying hashing power from NiceHash to mine solo? No, I haven't, but it looks like it's going to cost you more, I think. I think it costs you more than what you actually get back, unless you hit a block, obviously. But no, I'm not going to waste any money on nice hash solo type of operations. But you know what? It could be a good gamble. But again, I don't know. But yeah, I did say ask me about my A2000s earlier in the stream, and now let's get to that. So here's the story about my A2000s. Someone was saying, you know, Lenovo or whatever has them in stock. Let's just go over there and see. Watch them have them in stock again. Everyone's gonna be rushing to order. I don't know. 3 coupons found. What? Oh, try later. What are you looking for? I'm looking for A2000s, buddy. What do you think we're looking for? Yeah, we're looking for A2000s. See? And now you're not even finding it. What's going on here? Why am I getting all this weird stuff? A2000. Go. And temporarily unavailable. All right, none in stock. Anyway, regardless. So someone said, you know, they had them in stock. Or did you see that people were getting their orders canceled? And I was like, what? In the USA of their A2000s. Like, what? They have them in stock? I thought they've been out of stock forever. I've always been checking it, but said, no, they're in. So I went in. I checked the Canadian site. And it was like, whoa, they're in stock. So I went in, I went to crypto.com. I started transferring funds over and we ordered. So I was like, awesome. So then we're waiting. Time goes by. When did we order? It was like end of February sometime. And then I'm wondering, I got some email updates. Your order's going to be coming soon. It's going to be coming soon. Then I got one update that said, your order is going to be something in manually pending approval. So I was like, okay, contact support. So I contact support and they're saying that I was waiting too long, so my pre-auth it got returned or whatever. So then I contacted the Visa people, the crypto.com, and they said, yeah, your funds are going to be returned because it took too long for the pre-auth and everything. So they'll be returned at the end of the month. So I'm waiting to the end of the month now here, which still we're a few days away, to get that money returned back onto my card, and then I can either reorder again. I said, hold my cards, whatever. But then I get an email from them because they said I ordered this live. I ordered this then. You know, I did this, everyone's seen it, and yada, yada, yada. What's going on? You took the money out already as a pre-auth, and now you're telling me you can't use that as a pre-auth money, and it took too long, and now I have to wait for all this again. So they're like, so then I got an email a couple days after I told them that my A2000s are going to ship soon. So now I'm like, what is going on? So at the end of the month, are they going to ship? And at the end of the month, am I getting money back still? Or did they actually take the money? Or what is going on? So I have no idea what is going on with my A2000s, but I'm still waiting till at least the end of the month to find out. So we're going to see what happens here to see what happens. So I had a video of a guy selling A2000s for $6.99. Is that USD or is that Canadian? Because what did I get mine from here? They were, I think after tax and everything, they're 680 Canadian after it. So what is that? 680 Canadian to USD. That is 542 per A2000. So I got a way better deal then. 542 USD is 680 Canadian dollars. So this is what I paid for my A2000s, and I ordered 3 of them. So we'll see what happens. 699 USD for A2000s, too much. That's scalper prices. I never pay a scalper, not even a cent over the asking price. I am solo mining Pulsar and R-Plant. I am thinking of doing so on Zergpool. Yeah, I've never tried R-Plant for solo mining before, so I'm not sure how well it does, but give Zergpool a try because I can definitely confirm that Zergpool is, you know, confirming blocks for me. You canceled your A5000 order? Dell had me waiting for 4 months. A5000, what is that even worth? How much did they want for that? Like, where's Lenovo? Those things are expensive. Lenovo. I really think, though, the A2000 is the card to have after Ethereum. It does so well at pretty much the highest hash to watt ratios on all the GPUs on the majority of the coins. And that's what you want, a card that does good on all the coins, not cards that do good on like just Flux or just Ergo or something. Because what if something happens to that coin? Or like I said, all the hash rate hits that coin, it becomes the least profitable coin in the negatives. You're going to want GPUs that are well-rounded to hit a bunch of coins. So keep that in mind. You know, the biggest pro that everyone's always been saying is that GPUs can mine the majority of coins. So if you start buying coins or GPUs that only do good on certain, on certain algorithms of the GPU mining world, then you may as well just buy yourself an ASIC, because you know, hash rate hits that coin, it becomes in the negatives and the reds. You're either going to quit mining or have to sell your cards because it's not that great on the other algorithms. That's where I think the A2000 has become king, because it nails every single algorithm other than Cortex, which requires over 10 megabytes of VRAM in order to actually fully support it. Anyway, let's see the A5000 here. Out of stock, $34.99. That thing is an absolute expensive beast. That's more expensive than a 3090. Oh my gosh. What we got here? Vega 56 is great, not the best for ETH. I got student discount. Nice. Aren't A5000 like 4K? Yeah, pretty close. They cost more than a 3090, and I highly recommend against 3090s, even though I got one and I plan on selling it very soon. Yes?
Is it today supposed to be minus?
It should be in the pluses today. Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody!
But yeah, I'm not sure. I'll be up in a minute. We're almost done.
Can you just look quickly?
Look for the temperature? Okay. Hold on, guys. I gotta check the temperature.
I wanted to play out.
You want to play outside in the puddles? Oh, it's still -1 now.
-1?
It will get to +4 today.
It's going to get to +4?
Yeah. All right. Hi to the little cub. Yeah. Waves. Everyone's waving. Everyone wave to you. All right. Hi to Junior. Yeah, that's Unicorn Mining. Unicorn Mining. She has Raptorium. She has about 12,000 Raptorium in a smart node now. She has about, I'm not sure how much Ethereum she has. She's got a couple $100 worth of Raven coin, and she has a couple $100 of Ethereum that she's been mining as well. So not bad. She's in there. You know, she's 7 years old with a little bit of crypto in her wallets. It's a mini Rabid. Yeah. We even named her stuff, all her miner, all her rigs and her gaming PC and stuff when it's mining. It's all called Unicorn Mining. Oh, Norway. Waves. Furo, hi. All right. Got it all caught up. All right, guys. Well, it's been a great live stream, you know, fun, quick wrap up here. You know, Shadow Merge is essentially exactly what it sounds like. They're going to be swapping proof of work to POS back and forth for validating the mainnet network without anybody even knowing it. So you could be mining for hours on time or minutes or who knows for nothing at times, in theory, if that's the way it plays out. And then it'll be on the POS side. And that's how they're going to be shadow testing their whole network here. And eventually, once it's ready, they could just swap it over to the POS side and say, see you later. Difficulty bombs on. Have a great day, miners. That could be happening. I don't know for sure, though. But there we have it, guys. But I appreciate everyone for showing up. We're going to go live on the gaming channel, Rabid Gaming. Be sure to check that out. We are mining Bitcoin and stuff on Roblox, of all games. We are having a lot of fun with it. It's an awesome game. Link is in the description for the Rabid Gaming YouTube channel. So we're going to be live over there here in just a few minutes. Well, maybe an hour or so. I got to eat, but we'll see. Anyway, appreciate everyone for showing up. I will see you on the next one. Rabid